So the three words I'd use to describe Williston, the one that comes up most often for us is authentic. We know that our students feel that, but we hear that from prospective families all the time, that it feels like an authentic, grounded place where students really do know each other. Prospective families that visit talk a lot about the friendliness of the school, but they also feel just that they're meeting students who are honest and open about their experience and want to engage. So there's an authenticity that we think is unique here. The other word I would use is ambitious. We have a lot of students that come in here that have high hopes for what they're going to do at Williston and what they're going to do beyond Williston. And it's exciting to see young students come in with goals and ideas and watch them grow and thrive. And then the last one I think I would use would be inclusive. Our students, a hallmark of the Williston experience is that students, no matter who they are, students come here and they feel celebrated and they feel included in things. And that runs the gamut of students coming in who have specific interests, who really develop strong relationships with other students who don't have any of the same interests, who just are a part of the community and who are excited about what they're doing and who get to know things about other students and get excited about what they're doing. Williston is in really a unique location in that we are in the middle of our town, and that gives our students an opportunity to enjoy a number of different restaurants that are within walking distance of the school. But probably the most substantial academic opportunity that is available to our students that's unique to Williston because of our location is through our Williston Scholars Program. So we are located near a consortium of 5 colleges and universities, which are University of Massachusetts, Amherst College, Smith College, Mount Holyoke College, and Hampshire College. And Williston Scholars is a program that we began to host approximately 10 years ago, where our students can pursue an independent study program. So if they decide, I'd really love to do, they love science and they want to do an investigation of feeding patterns of sharks. Let's say they wanted to do a really specific deep dive on how sharks work and their feeding patterns in North American waters. They can decide to do an independent study program through Williston Scholars where they will work with the department head of our science program, and we offer Williston Scholars in all academic disciplines. So they would work for a week or two with our department head in a very small group, in a group of 8 students who are going to be pursuing their own topics. But then they immediately get connected with what we call content experts. So more often than not, those are professors from the colleges and universities nearby, where they can actually pursue more of the study in conjunction with a professor. Sometimes it's a PhD student at UMass, or sometimes it's a professional in the area that's working in connection with the colleges and universities. So it gives our students a chance to work with content experts, most of whom are from the 5 colleges, to do an independent study program, which usually results in a 15 to 20 page paper. It involves a presentation. Williston Scholars, every trimester, it's a trimester long class. So every trimester we have new projects. We have an opportunity over the course of 3 evenings where our students do presentations. So they can invite their friends, they can invite their family to come see. They'll invite the professors that have helped them to be a part of it, and they're judged by some teachers. So they get a grade on their presentation. Then those teachers also read the paper that they produce. So it's a really unique opportunity for our students to do independent study work, but also to connect directly with content experts that we have in our area. The Pioneer Valley, where we're located in Western Massachusetts, is a really education-rich area. And so it's a nice way for our students to tap into that resource in ways that are really specifically about topics that they're excited about. And most of our students come to us in 9th grade. Our 9th grade program here at Williston does a really good job of fostering strength and community within the class. So the 9th graders, right when they arrive, they actually go off campus and do some events together to bond as a class, to do some trust building activities, some relationship building activities. And that's something that most boarding schools will do. They'll have some kind of orientation for classes so the 9th graders will pull together. We take it another step further though. So the 9th grade actually do activities throughout the whole year. We have 11 faculty members who are only advisors to 9th grade. So they are the 9th grade experts. So when students come in as 9th graders, they have an advisor in that first year that will only be their advisor for that first year. After that first year, they'll choose another advisor and they will have that advisor maybe for the next 3 years. But for that first year, they're only working with the 9th grade program folks. that means that group of adults gets together every 3 weeks as a whole group to talk about the class. The whole class and those advisors do activities 13 or 14 times throughout the year to just have class-based activities. Sometimes they're academic in nature, preparation for final exams or for the first round of exams in the fall. Sometimes we have an outside speaker that comes in and speaks to the whole school, but then they'll do some special programming just for the 9th grade in the evening. And then some of the events are just fun. They'll do social events. They do a pool party. They'll do like a big barbecue for the class. So they do some fun things and some other more educational, but that really helps to bring that class together. So for those international students that are coming in for the first time, it really helps them to bond and get to know other adults and get to know their classmates really well. If students do come in at 10th grade or 11th grade, if they're international students that are coming in at other years, in addition to that 9th grade program, we do have 2 international student advisors. Nat Simpson and Ken Chu really work closely with all of our international students. They do some orientation work with the group, but then they follow them throughout the year as well. And I think because they know the strength of the 9th grade, they pay particular attention in those first couple of weeks of school to new international students who are joining us in the 10th grade or the 11th grade, just to make sure that they're having an equally smooth experience with transitioning to the school. So you have a lot of different adults that are involved in the lives of those students to try to make sure that everything's going smoothly. We've had a lot of great students that have had really significant impact. A young man named Stephen who came to us from Hong Kong, an incredibly bright mathematician. He has gone on and done amazing things in the math realm. He went to Princeton and he's done a number of different things there that have been just amazing. And he is right now in the process of finding out what he's going to do. He's in his final year there, but he has some really amazing opportunities for graduate work after he finishes his undergrad at Princeton. But he really set an incredibly high bar for us as far as his abilities in math. And it was just such an impressive thing to watch him do different things, like the accomplishments he had in larger math competitions that he was a part of it on behalf of the school. That's been amazing. I would say 2 others, very different realm, but 2 others. We had a young man who came to us from Beijing who a few years ago decided to start to host what we now call Asian Food Night. And so Owen wanted to do a celebration to try to have students at Williston be a part of celebrating their own cultures and through food. And so he created an event in the spring where we closed the dining hall down, but the dining hall folks prepare a meal that is focused on all the different home countries of our students from Asia. And the students actually participate. So the students help the dining hall folks to create the meals, and then they help to serve them. So it's just a big open air event that we do in the evening. We call it Asian Street Food Night. It is by far the most popular dinner night of the whole year for the entire student body, because they get to go and actually eat food that our students help to prepare from their home country. So I'm amazed at the quality of the kimchi that they've been able to develop, some of the different grilled meats that they do that have maybe some Thai flavors, but then also some Szechuan flavor. It's just amazing. The quality of the food, and it's an incredible experience for our students to be able to sample all the food from different countries. And it's been an incredible source of pride for our students as well. So we have a young man who joined us from Vietnam 2 years ago. He was a developing language learner. He had strong English, but Vietnamese is his first language. But he was a performer. He was a singer and an actor. And he was nervous coming into Williston about his ability to perform and act using English in as smooth a way as he can in Vietnamese. So his first year, he tried out for some parts, but it was a little bit harder for him. He worked on it, he grew. Last year, as a 10th grader, he took on what was essentially a lead role in our fall play and developed the confidence to do that in his second language and did an absolutely amazing job. So that's a recent notable event that Onion performed in the play. So, well, they're in a play where they feel well supported by their peers and their teachers, and so they develop confidence here in ways that I haven't always seen at other schools. So it's great.